welcome back to a brand new video where today, guys, I'm very excited to announce I have some specs for the Xbox Project Scorpio. That's right, guys. Yesterday's video, we were talking about a reveal happening this week for the Project Scorpio, and today was the day. We found out some incredible information regarding the Project Scorpio, and the specs we have are confirmed and are incredible. These specs blow out the Xbox One and the PS4 Pro. Forget about those consoles, guys. The Project Scorpio is the future. And if you're a Sony fan, you might be scared here, guys, because the performance of the Project Scorpio is insane. So today's video, we're going to be comparing the Project Scorpio versus the Xbox One and versus the PlayStation 4 Pro. And this video will have like two parts, right? So we'll have the first part of the video where we actually talk about the specs, what exactly each console has to offer. Then afterwards, I'll be giving you guys a percentage round-off. So I'll be saying, you know, the Xbox One has a 10% increase over the PS4 Pro or whatever, you know what I mean. So we'll have like part one talking about specifically what the hardware is, and then part two where we talk about the specs in terms of its percentages to give you guys an idea and a summary on how the consoles differ from each other. So if you do enjoy today's video, then be sure to hit a massive thumbs up, subscribe if you're new. Comment down below your thoughts regarding this, guys. I'm excited. You know, will you guys be picking up a Project Scorpio? As we guys know at the moment, Project Scorpio is the code name. So we're still waiting for the reveal regarding the name, but hopefully around E3 time. Do you have an Xbox One or a PS4 Pro? I have an Xbox One and a PS4 Pro, and I'm excited to add the Project Scorpio to the collection. But yeah, it's time, Matt. It is now time, ladies and gentlemen, to talk about the specs regarding all three consoles. So the first thing we're going to be talking about is the CPU for the Project Scorpio, Xbox One, and PS4 Pro. Project Scorpio has a 8 custom x86 cores clocked at 2.3 GHz. The Xbox One has 8 custom Jaguar cores clocked at 1.75 GHz. The PlayStation 4 Pro has 8 Jaguar cores clocked at 2.1 GHz. GPU, the Project Scorpio has a 40 customized compute units at 1172 MHz. We then have on the Xbox One, we have 12 GCN compute units at 853 MHz. The Xbox One S has 914 MHz. On the PlayStation 4 Pro, we have 36 improved GCN compute units at 900 MHz. Memory, now this is where it's rather interesting. The Project Scorpio has 12 gigabytes of GDDR5 RAM. The Xbox One only has 8, but also has a 32 megabytes ES RAM, but the Xbox One RAM is only DDR3. And on the PS4 Pro, it has 8 gigs of DDR5, which is very interesting. So it's 4 gigs more than the PlayStation 4 Pro. Memory bandwidth on the Project Scorpio, we have 326 gigabytes of memory bandwidth. So on the Xbox One, including the DDR3 and the ES RAM, it maxes around 204 gigabytes, whereas the Xbox One S does 219 gigabytes per second. And then on the PS4 Pro, it's 218 gigabytes per second. Now, so moving on to the hard drives, where it gets very interesting indeed. So the hard drive for the Project Scorpio is a 1 terabyte hard drive. Thank you. Round of applause, ladies and gentlemen here. The Project Scorpio is coming standard with a 1 terabyte hard drive. On the Xbox One, we had different versions. We had a 500 gigabyte model, we had a 1 terabyte model, a 2 terabyte model, and on the PS4 Pro, it was a 1 terabyte model. Now, the optical drive. So the Project Scorpio shares the same optical drive as the Xbox One S, so it's a 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray. On the Xbox One, it was just a standard Blu-ray player, and on the Xbox One S, it's a 4K Ultra HD player. But on the PS4 Pro, it's a Blu-ray player. So those are the specs, a quick rundown of the specs. Now, this is my favorite part of the video where we get to talk about percentages. Right, so the CPU for the Xbox One, PS4 Pro, and the Xbox One. So the Project Scorpio has a 31% increase over the Xbox One and a 10% increase over the PlayStation 4 Pro. The GPU, the Project Scorpio, has a 37% increase over the Xbox One, a 20% increase over the PS4 Pro. Memory is a 50% increase over the Xbox One and a 50% increase over the PS4 Pro. Memory bandwidth, a 60% increase over the Xbox One and a 50% increase over the PlayStation 4 Pro. So yeah, the Project Scorpio is just a machine. It's going to be amazing. You know, it supports native 1080p, native 4K. It's going to be interesting to see how it looks, how it runs, you know, what the name of the console is going to be, the price. I mean, according to these specs, it's going to be very expensive, but you never know, right? I mean, this console is apparently coming out sometime later this year, probably around November time. But no, it's going to be interesting to see, but a lot of people have commented already on Twitter and social media that they're not really fussed, because the PlayStation's outdoing the Xbox in terms of exclusives, and I understand, I agree with that, and especially with early DLC and all that kind of stuff. So it's going to be interesting to see how Xbox can bring this back by either having more exclusives or winning DLC deals. But there we have it, guys. Those were the specs for the Xbox One Project Scorpio. The Xbox One Project Scorpio, Matt, what are you on about? I'm just so excited. The Xbox One Project Scorpio and a PlayStation 4 Pro. Links, guys, will be down below and in the description. I'll share all the information which I have shared with you guys in today's video. If you have enjoyed today's video, then be sure to hit a massive thumbs up, subscribe if you're new, comment down below your thoughts regarding the specs of the Project Scorpio. But as always, have a wonderful day, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Adios, chaps. Boom!